Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Some traffic, steps out of bounds at 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anyway.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions. Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Russell. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd down, going up top. A little screen to the running back. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback keeps it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. To the lone back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you've got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide out of the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised at the lack of any energy or pulse Alabama had on offense. Jalen Milroe, for much of the season, was a Heisman hopeful. He had easily the worst game of his career in that one. So this time around, for Alabama to have any shot, they've got to be better on offense.
They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On target over the middle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Touchdown tie! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ott. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Looking for the end zone. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
If you're running back and you know you got the ball on the 1 yard line, you are gluing that thing to your body and making sure I run downhill. The worst thing that could possibly happen is you putting it on the deck. Congratulations. It just happened. Man, what a stand by this defense.
Snap it to the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. This offense has it with really good field position. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double. 6-9-1. Tuna. He's loose.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Ott. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
On the set.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it for a big play. It's the same wide open. He's at the 20. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by.
He's loose on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there.
Spaces. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. throws and fires complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passionate, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run it from the gun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They'll try the right side. Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Williams. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose and it was lights out after that. They've now extended that lead and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll go to the... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the edge on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.